Assalamu alaikum and Ramzan Mubarak to all of our wonderful viewers. And as we know that in this holy month we are taught how to live peacefully amongst our fellow Muslim brothers and sisters. Along with that, we are very grateful to the Lord who has provided us with so many blessings. And this is the perfect month in which we should promise ourselves that we are going to change ourselves for the better. And along with that, this is a very special transmission of Dine with World, where every single day we will be providing you with various recipes that you can share with your family and friends in Aftar or Seher, whatever you prefer. And I'm your host Ayesha Jamal, and I am joined by a very talented chef of Serena Hotel Islamabad. He has worked with us before as well, and he is going to teach us some spectacular recipes that we can make in this holy month. So thank you so much, chef, for joining us.
Welcome.
And how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, and Ramzan Mubarak to you.
Same to you.
Okay, and what are we making for our viewers today? Because as we know that for Iftari, everyone anticipates with excitement, and everyone is really just, ready to see that what's being cooked. So what are you teaching us today?
Yeah, first of all, we are making the appetizer. That is Iftar special.
Okay.
That is Filo fingers with lamb.
Okay, great. So that sounds very nice, and everyone loves eating lamb, and especially after you've been fasting the entire day, you need some energy boosters. So I'm sure that lamb is going to provide that. And as you guys know, that the format of the show is such that in the beginning we start off with an appetizer, and then that is followed by a main course. So I hope you guys have your notepads and your pens ready, because we are moving on to the recipe card. The ingredients for the Filo fingers with lamb are olive oil 1 tablespoon, onion chopped 1, pine nuts 1 teaspoon, lamb cubes 200 grams, a pinch of salt, water 1 cup, raisins 1 teaspoon, a pinch of coriander, black pepper for taste, mozzarella cheese 1 tablespoon, Filo pastries 4, and 1 egg for egg wash. And guys, now we're back from the recipe card. I hope all of you have noted these ingredients down. Now this is something very different, and I'm sure it's going to taste wonderful as well, and it's going to be easy to make. Like all the recipes that you do share with us, they're very simple, and at the same time they're very tasty as well.
Yeah, the name is a little bit complicated, but it is same like spring rolls.
Okay. And I guess practice makes a man perfect, so the more you practice making this recipe, I'm sure you're going to get perfect as well.
First of all, we add 1 to 2 cups of water.
Okay.
With some salt.
So we're going to bring this to a boil?
Yeah, this is for the boiling of mutton. Yeah,
Okay.
the lamb.
Okay.
Because the lamb needs a little bit time to go.
Yes, exactly.
To cook, so that's why we are boiling first.
Okay. And you're using boneless lamb?
Yeah, boneless.
Okay.
You can use your bone also.
Okay. So guys, the first step of the recipe is that you need a little bit of boneless lamb. You can use some lamb with the bone as well. And we're going to bring it to a boil, because unlike chicken, it takes a little longer to cook.
Yes.
And chef, I believe this is the perfect month in which we can actually be grateful for all the blessings that we are blessed with.
Yes.
Food and water, this is the basic, or we can say one of the most essential things in our lives. And while we fast, we realize that how blessed we are to have these necessities provided to us.
We're going to add some oil for frying.
Okay. So Filo is basically a pastry?
Yeah, Filo pastry.
Okay.
That is we're using for spring rolls.
And is it easily available from any
It
place?
is available in the market.
And guys, while you're fasting, make sure that you do keep a very healthy diet. Make sure that you have a lot of liquid intake, whether it's water, juices, or any form of liquid. Just make sure that while you're doing your seher, you drink a lot of fluid, because especially the weather nowadays, it's very humid and it's very hot. So make sure that you sort of like neutralize the water that you lose through sweating. So make sure that you keep yourselves healthy, and it's not only about this blessed month, but we should make these healthy changes throughout the rest of the year as well. And chef, how long does the lamb take to be tender while it's
Actually,
boiling?
yeah, we made small pieces,
Okay,
so it will be ready in 10 minutes.
okay. So guys, this is not even a very time consuming recipe. This is going to taste scrumptious, and at the same time it's not going to consume a lot of your time either. And just make sure that you boil the lamb for at least 10 minutes, and make sure that you have the meat cut out into small sizes, because in that way it will get cooked quickly.
We're cutting one onion.
And guys, I know that whenever we're fasting, the people who usually tend to cook in the kitchen, first of all, it's very hot, and then secondly, it's also a little time consuming. It takes a lot of hard work, but you can see that the recipes that our chef is sharing with us today, they're very easy to make, and at the same time, they're going to taste wonderful as well. So if you have an iftar planned, or if you just want to make something nice and something out of the ordinary for your family, these are the perfect recipes for you. And always remember that we are open to your feedback, and do tune in every single day, as we are bringing you a very special Ramzan transmission, and every day we will have different chefs who will be sharing their expertise with us, and sharing wonderful recipes that we can make for our iftars and our seher. So chef, the rest of the ingredients, we're going to add them in the filling?
No, no. Now we are going to saute this.
Okay,
So saute with onion. Then
okay,
we'll cook in the pan,
okay,
and we'll add all the ingredients.
okay, great. And we can see that the mutton is done, and it hardly just took us 10 minutes. And oh guys, if you want to consume, or if you want to really make use of time and not really waste it, then while your lamb is being boiled, and you can do the rest of the chopping, so you don't waste any time.
Yeah. Now we'll do it. Add some olive oil,
Okay.
so 1 to 2 teaspoons.
And are we going to saute the onions in this?
Yeah.
So guys, once you've boiled the lamb and you make sure that it's all tender and good, then chop about 1 onion, a medium-sized onion.
Yeah, one medium size.
Okay, and now our chef is going to saute that onion in 1 to 2 teaspoons of olive oil. And guys, make sure that while you're sauteing anything, any vegetable, that you keep on tossing and turning the ingredients, because you really want all of the ingredients to change and have a consistent color. And then do we have to dice the lamb?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's better to first boil
Okay.
and then chop
Okay.
and then dice.
So guys, everything that we're adding is chopped, and just make sure that while you're chopping the lamb, you don't burn the onions. And this is an amazing recipe that our chef is sharing with us, keeping in mind that in this blessed month of Ramzan, we need all our nutrition and those energy boosters. So this is the perfect recipe if you are having an energy gap, because obviously it does get kind of exhausting while you're fasting, especially in the heat. So this is something that will do wonders for you, and make sure that you do make it in your iftari. If you have a dinner planned, or if you're just making it for your family, just do make sure that you try it and give us your feedback. And
we added 1 teaspoon garlic.
Okay, so freshly chopped garlic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I blend.
And the lamb is really just going to absorb the flavor of the garlic that we've sauteed with the onions. So this is going to be very scrumptious. I'm sure it's going to look good as well. It's going to impress your guests or your family members, whoever you are cooking this for, but do make sure that you try it.
Add a bit of salt.
Okay.
Black pepper.
And I guess it's always better to use a freshly ground black pepper, as it has more flavor.
Coriander.
And have you crushed the coriander?
Yes.
Okay.
Roasted and crushed.
Okay. Guys, all of the ingredients are very simple. I'm sure everything is probably available in your kitchen cabinets, and you don't have to go crazy, especially while you're fasting. So this is something very different and very easy, and at the same time it is unique as well.
Add some raisin.
Okay. And kids usually love eating raisins.
Some pines.
Okay. And this is a very healthy recipe. It has a lot of good ingredients that have a lot of nutritional value. So that is the best part about this recipe, and it's going to be light. So as soon as you open your fast, you're not going to get that heavy feeling.
Then add some mozzarella cheese.
Okay. Guys, add some shredded mozzarella cheese into the ingredients that are already present in the pan, and make sure that you keep on stirring and making sure that every single ingredient gets an even amount of heat. And we can smell the aroma of the nuts as well that are roasting.
Our stuffing is ready.
And chef, can we use the stuffing as it is while it's warm, or do we have to wait for it to cool down a little?
We have to wait for until it's cooled down. These are our Filo pastries. Normally we are using for spring roll,
Okay.
so it is available in market.
Okay, so guys, you don't have to go all crazy looking for these pastries. They're easily available, and they're mostly used in making spring rolls.
1 egg,
Okay.
fried wash.
Okay, so this is for the egg wash?
Yeah.
Okay. And guys, every year we are so lucky that we are blessed with this holy month in which we are taught how to be patient and tolerant with fellow human beings. And along with that, we should be considerate about our unfortunate brothers and sisters. We should try helping each other out. And this is something that we should incorporate in our daily lifestyle rather than just 1 month. So make sure that you make the best of this holy month.
Now we are going to prepare.
And you've
rolls.
preheated the oil?
Yeah. Because that oil is for frying.
Okay. And chef, how much filling should we add in one roll?
1 teaspoon.
Okay. So that's going to be more than enough for one?
Yeah.
So chef, what is the proper method of rolling these?
We have to put on a center,
Okay.
then
And then we make
turn.
our way from one
Yeah.
corner to the other?
no, we have to turn over from both
Okay.
sides, then rolls.
Okay. And then when do we apply the egg wash?
You can apply at the start also or at the
Okay.
end.
Okay. So it's not that complicated at all, guys. And like we said earlier in the show, that it's all about practice. The more you practice making these, the more perfect you are going to get at it.
Yeah.
And you can see how beautiful those rolls look. They look absolutely perfect. And you can actually see how our chef is rolling these into place. All you have to do is add in about a teaspoonful of stuffing right in the center of the pastry, and then fold it from the sides, and then make your way from one corner to the other.
Our roll fingers are ready. It's need to fry.
So everything has been done. I hope you guys took into account how our chef rolled those Filo fingers. It was very easy. If you just follow the steps exactly the same way as a chef did it, I'm sure you're going to get it into place. So just gently toss in the fingers into the oil that was preheating. And chef, how long does it take for it to get fried?
Just 4 to 5 minutes.
Is it when the color changes?
Yeah. Just change color and it will be crisp.
Okay. And I'm sure everyone loves crispy golden fried rolls with a very nice stuffing.
The heat should be go inside.
Okay.
So when you cut the roll, so cheese will be melt.
Wonderful. I'm sure kids are going to love that, and I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy this as much as I'm watching our chef create this masterpiece.
And also keep stirring, keep changing the sides.
Okay. So guys, make sure that you keep on tossing and turning these rolls. You want it to be cooked from all sides, corners and edges. You really just want that filling to get all that heat as well. And we can see that the rolls are starting to change their color. They're becoming a little golden, a little light golden brown. And I guess this is one of the most perfect snacks that you can serve your family and friends with, especially in Ramzan, because we tend to open our fast with a pakora or a samosa or rolls, and I think these will serve that purpose really well.
Because our iftar is nothing without these things.
Exactly. So
Without
it
pakoras,
feels
without
incomplete.
rolls. Yeah.
So this is the best substitute for pakoras. If you don't feel like making them one day, you can make these rolls, which are absolutely fantastic, and we can see that they're starting to change their color. It was a very simple recipe, and along with that, it has some wonderful and some very tasty ingredients in it, and I'm sure your friends and family and you yourself are really going to enjoy eating these. And we can see how beautiful the rolls look. They look very crispy, they look very tempting, and This is a very simple and a very easy recipe, and I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy serving these to your family and your friends.
Now we're going to prepare the plate. I'm also using fish salad.
Okay.
It's green salad.
And I think it would go very well with salads and dips.
Yeah.
And at the same time, the salads are going to be very refreshing.
Go to the house.
And guys, you can see how beautifully our chef is giving the final look to the rolls that he has just prepared. And you can actually hear the crispiness of these rolls, and it's not at all complicated. It was very easy to make. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this recipe as much as I did. I really hope that you guys do try it at home. These rolls will serve perfectly well as a snack while you open your fast, and they will go really well with salads or a sauce or anything refreshing. So do make sure that you try these at home and give us your feedback, and do tune in every single day as we have a very special Ramzan transmission which is going on in this holy month, and we are bringing you various recipes which you can make for yourself and for your family members or for iftar dinners, however you want to cook them or make use of them.
Some milk plate. And you can drizzle it some cream.
And is this cream?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's ready. You can serve with the sweet chili sauce.
Okay.
And whatever dip you want to serve, you can serve.
It looks absolutely beautiful. You guys can see how crispy, wonderful and beautiful these rolls have been made by Chef Mansoor, and he prepared them with absolute finesse. And if you serve these in an iftar to your guests or to your family members, I'm sure they're going to be very, very impressed. And this was a very simple recipe. I hope you've been watching the show from the beginning, because our chef shared some very valuable tips with us, and I really hope that you guys do try this recipe in the coming days. And it is a wonderful recipe, and I wonder what Chef Mansoor is going to make for us in the main course. So let's go on to a break and we will be right back. Welcome back after the break, guys, and like we said earlier, that this is a very special transmission that is going on, especially in this holy month of Ramadan. And make sure that you guys do tune in every single day. As you can see that Chef Mansoor has prepared a wonderful snack for us, and it's not only beautiful but it looks absolutely appetizing, and I wonder what he's going to make for us in the main course. So Chef, what are you making for us today?
I'm going to make chicken lollipops with a sauce.
Okay, great. So we have something that chicken lovers will not only enjoy eating but making as well. So guys, I hope that you have your notepads and your pens ready, because we are moving on to the recipe card. For the chicken lollipops, you are going to need chicken wings, half kg, oil as needed. For the marination, you are going to need garlic and ginger paste, 1 teaspoon, red chili powder, 1 teaspoon, garam masala, half teaspoon, a pinch of salt, corn flour, 2 tablespoons, rice flour, 2 tablespoons. And for the seasoning, you are going to need an onion, 1, garlic and ginger paste, 1 teaspoon, soy sauce, 1 teaspoon, vinegar, 1 teaspoon, chili paste 1 teaspoon, sugar half teaspoon, and half a cup of water. I hope that all of you have noted those ingredients down, and this is something which is going to be very easy, and at the same time it's going to be something different and very scrumptious as well. So chef, whenever you're ready, we can start.
Okay, first of all, you take chicken wings.
Okay,
Okay, remove all the meat
okay,
and take all the meat like this.
okay. So do
On
we
the-
have
on the
to
bottom.
so do we have to cut it from the bone?
Yeah,
Okay,
all the meat will come down like
Okay.
this. Okay, so this bone is now empty.
okay. So guys, that's a very easy and a simple step, and this is how you're going to start making this dish. And now our chef is going to tell us the ingredients that are needed for the marination.
Salt, some black pepper,
Okay guys, add in some salt and some freshly ground black pepper.
garlic paste.
Okay. And chef, is it always better to use freshly ground
Yeah,
or chopped
freshly, yeah.
garlic or ginger?
Yeah,
So guys, that will have more flavor, and we can see our chef has added a little
Ginger
bit
paste.
of chopped garlic and ginger paste.
little bit coriander.
Okay. Some crushed coriander. So these are basically the basic ingredients that we use in our everyday cooking.
Yeah. Vinegar.
Okay.
Little bit. Chili powder.
Okay.
1 egg.
Okay. So guys, add in a little bit of chili powder, salt and an egg, and just whisk everything together. And always remember that the most important part of making any form of fried chicken is the marination. You really just want the flavor to sink into the chicken.
Some rice flour.
Okay.
And corn flour as well.
Okay. And usually rice flour is used for coating and frying, deep frying?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And some plain flour as well.
Okay. So guys, add in some corn flour, plain flour and some rice flour into the marinade that we're making. Make sure that you whisk it properly. You don't want any lumps to be formed in the marination.
Put that wings inside the marination.
Okay. So guys, one by one, start adding the chicken wings into the marinade and start marinating these chicken wings. And chef, is it always better to leave the chicken in the fridge
Yeah.
for a few hours so that it really just absorbs all of the flavor?
Yeah. If you add inside the marination overnight,
Yes.
so that will be best.
Okay. So that is perfect, and especially whenever you wake up for seher or before seher, you can always marinate the chicken and leave it in the fridge as to be used the next day for iftar. And this is a good recipe for people who like prepping or preparing things up beforehand.
Take some rice flour
Okay.
and plain flour, mix together. This is for dusting.
Okay. So we're just going to dip these
Yeah,
in there and then frying them.
we're gonna dust like this.
Okay.
And fry.
Guys, you can see how simple and easy this recipe is, and the steps are very easy to follow. So do exactly the same things that our chef is doing. Before you add the chicken wings into the oil, make sure you dust them with a little bit of rice flour and corn flour.
Plain flour.
Plain flour?
Yeah.
So guys, make sure that once you add the chicken, before you add it, you dust it with a little bit of plain flour and rice flour.
Change the sides.
Okay. And guys, it's very important to change the sides as well. Keep on turning it. You want it to be cooked through. And chicken does not take a lot of time to be cooked, especially while you're deep frying it.
Keep turning.
And we can see that the chicken is starting to become very crispy. It's all thanks to the rice flour and the flour that we added.
Yeah.
Make sure that you keep on turning the chicken wings just like our chef is doing. You don't want the coating to be burnt from one side. You really just want the chicken to be cooked properly. And after we're done frying the chicken wings, our chef is going to make a wonderful seasoning that will go on top of the chicken wings.
Yes.
And it did not take very long for our chicken to be fried. And there's a wonderful aroma that is coming from the marination along with the coating. And our chef used some very simple ingredients that are easily available at home. And this is a very great recipe. I'm sure all of you are going to like it. And every day we are bringing you different recipes because whenever it's Ramzan, for iftari, we usually want something different every day. And do try these recipes out, and your feedback, your comments, your suggestions are always welcome.
We're going to take out one by one.
Okay. Guys, make sure that you use a paper towel to drain any excess oil that might be on the chicken. And abroad, people usually prefer eating a little raw or rare, medium to rare beef, especially in steaks, but chicken needs to be cooked fully.
Now we are going to prepare the seasoning.
Guys, once you've fried the chicken, let the excess oil drain in a plate, and while that's going on, just make sure that you have time to make the seasoning, which is a very important step in this recipe.
For seasoning, you need a bit of butter. You can use oil also.
Okay. So is this salted or unsalted butter?
No, this is unsalted.
Okay. Guys, if you don't have butter at home, you can use oil as well.
A little bit onion.
So we're using chopped onions.
Yeah.
And you can see how beautifully our chef is finely chopping the onions. Make sure you have the same consistency as his. So are you going to saute the onions?
Yes. We have to saute the onion with the garlic and ginger paste.
So we're using a teaspoon each of ginger and garlic. So guys, for the seasoning, you basically just want to saute a finely chopped onion. You maybe use a half of an onion and add in a bit of garlic and ginger chopped, and then saute it together.
A bit of salt.
Okay.
Black pepper.
So guys, make sure that whenever you're adding a black pepper, it's freshly crushed because that's going to have more flavor.
Vinegar.
And we used vinegar in the marination as well?
Yes.
Okay.
About 2 to 3 teaspoons
Okay.
soy sauce. chili paste.
So guys, make sure that you while you're sauteing all of the ingredients, you mix everything together.
Yes.
Because we really want the taste to be even. And the aroma that is coming from all of these flavors is absolutely wonderful. Is that vinegar?
Yeah.
Okay.
A bit of sugar.
Okay. So that's basically just going to bring out a little bit of sweetness into the seasoning.
A little bit chili powder.
Okay. So guys, all of the ingredients are very simple. I'm sure you will have them in your kitchen cabinets and it will be very easy to make. But I really hope that you guys do try it at home.
Add some water.
Okay, and how much should we add?
It's about half cup.
Okay. So it's become sort of like a sauce.
Yes.
And that will go very well with the chicken lollipops that our chef has just fried. And should we keep the consistency thick or should it be thin?
No. It will be thick.
Okay.
We will add some corn flour for thickness.
Okay. So corn flour is also a major ingredient that will make the sauce sort of like thick.
Mix together with water.
Okay. And guys, you have to make sure that the sauce is thick. So in order to do that, we are using 2 teaspoons of corn flour mixed with a little bit of water, and we're adding it into our sauce.
Add little bit.
Okay. So we're not going to add it in one go,
No.
in steps.
Yeah.
So guys, make sure that you don't add the corn flour all at once. Make sure that you use steps, and you can see actually how thick the sauce is becoming now.
The seasoning is ready. Now we're gonna add these
Okay.
chicken lollipops inside.
And guys, in no time our seasoning has been made, and now we can see our chef is adding the chicken lollipops into the sauce that we've just made. I'm sure it's going to be rich in a variety of flavors. He's used sugar, salt, vinegar, soy sauce, chilies.
Yeah.
And make sure that you mix all of the chicken in the seasoning. You really want it to just pick up all the flavor that we've made in the sauce. And chef, for how long are we supposed to cook the chicken in the seasoning?
Yeah, you can cook for 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay. So you
Until-
basically want it to absorb the flavor
Yeah.
and to change
until
its
it's
color?
absorbed, Yeah.
So guys, you can see that this is such a simple recipe, yet it looks absolutely divine, and all of the aroma that is coming from the ingredients is absolutely wonderful. I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy eating this one. And we can see that most of the water is evaporating
Yes.
from the sauce.
And all the seasoning absorbs
Yes.
chicken.
And the chicken is starting to get the color of the sauce as well.
Yes.
So this is a step that you need to achieve. And this is a wonderful way of cooking chicken wings, something out of the ordinary.
It's almost done.
And we can see that nearly all of the water has evaporated from the sauce, and it's only the thick ingredients like the onions that we used and the ginger and the garlic that are really sitting on the chicken, and it's going to bring out the flavor of the wings.
We are going to serve these chicken lollipops with white rice.
Okay, so can we use any other side dish if we want?
No, actually, the white rice is the better.
Okay, because we can really taste the flavor
Yeah.
of the chicken then.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we gave the Chinese touch also.
Okay,
so that's
great.
why.
This is a wonderful recipe, and guys, like Chef Mansoor says in the previous episodes as well, that presentation is also a key factor while you're cooking, and do make sure that you find out time and make an effort to present and garnish your dish to perfection as well. And we can see that he's going to serve these chicken lollipops with white plain boiled rice.
Just toss with the seasoning.
Okay. So guys, drizzle some of the seasoning onto the chicken as well once you plate it out.
Put some chopped parsley.
Okay.
You can use some chopped coriander also.
Okay. We can
And
see how colorful our dish is looking now.
Even you can use spring onion also. This is our chicken lollipops served with white rice.
And we can see how beautiful the final dish looks, and the garnishing has really added a lot of color to our dish as well, and I'm sure it's going to taste absolutely amazing. Chef Mansoor today has shared some wonderful recipes with us for the special transmission that is going on in the holy month of Ramadan, and I really hope that you guys do try these recipes out and do join us every single day as we bring new recipes for you to try out and to cook for your loved ones, family and friends. And thank you so much, Chef Mansoor, for sharing some wonderful recipes with us, and I hope you have a wonderful Ramadan.